Tacoma.
Tacoma. Yeah.
The next game from the Gone Home devs.
Seamus?
You know, having lived next door to Tacoma for a number of years, it was hard for me to get over that. It was good. I couldn't tell a lot of what was going on from a gameplay standpoint there. You know, it seemed like they built a big team. They've built, you know, what looks to be a lovely world. There are hints at, you know, interesting navigation and, you know, and story, you know, story engine kinds of, you know, mechanisms in there. But you know, I don't know.
I really enjoyed Gone Home, their first game, and I am completely in love with this sort of anti-first-person shooter genre that sprung up. The sort of first-person.
Some people call it first-person experiential.
I love it, where it's just all about the story. I mean, it's whether Firewatch or Adrift, and Tacoma fits right in with that. And you know, again, given that these guys made Gone Home, sign me up on day one for that game.
Gone Home was great. I love this kind of genre. You know, it reminds me, when I started making games, we were working on games like System Shock, which this really reminds me strongly of.
You were at Looking Glass.
Yeah, so the idea of being able to really interact with the world as opposed to just wipe everything out in the world is pretty interesting. I mean, although, listen, you know, taking down entire blocks of a world has its own special joys.